I thought because of the original video I did covering the disastrous first episode of WWE's ECW, it would be interesting to come back for episode 2 and see if there was any improvement. Join me today as we take a look back at the second episode of WWE's ECW. We kick off the show with a mysterious woman laying down tarot cards on a table and explaining to us how on Monday Night Raw, Paul Heyman delivered a message when Sabu attacked John Cena and Rob Van Dam did the same with the Rated R superstar Edge. Tonight, ECW's RVD and Kurt Angle take on Raw's Randy Orton and Edge. Things are looking a lot more promising than the last episode already with that main event coming up later. Hopefully this is a good sign of things to come. We kick off the night with Sabu making his way to the ring. Tonight he's in the opening match and facing... The hot Mamacita Trinity is back, accompanying fellow member of the FBI, Tony Mamaluke. Surely this is only going one way, a quick squash match to hype up Sabu ahead of his match with John Cena at Vengeance. I was wrong about it being a complete squash. The match goes on for a fair 5 minutes. Sabu hits his signature triple jump plunger spot not long into the match. Later, Tony goes to hit a move from the top rope. When mid-flight, Sabu throws the chair that Tony placed onto him into his knees. Sabu then places Tony on a table he set up earlier on the outside and launches himself over the top rope into the table. He then sends Tony back into the ring, hits a weird over the top rope thing and then locks in the camel clutch for the win. An absolutely fine opening to the show. A match that had a couple of cool spots in it and hypes up Sabu ahead of his match with John Cena, whilst not making Tony look like a total chump. Oh no, it's awkward Kelly not Kelly. She's back. What's she gonna do this time on the show? Strip? Again? She says, "Hi, I'm Kelly and I'm an exhibitionist." Yeah, we know that, love. You told us last week and even showed us when you got your Brad Pitts out on national television. She goes on to explain that last week she was so excited that she couldn't get her bra off. But tonight she's going to show us everything she has, so stay tuned. 2 weeks on the bounce and Kelly is getting her gear off again? That's crazy. Some horny writer behind the scenes was desperate to see her out there in her birthday suit. I wonder who that could be.
It was me all along!
Next we get RVD cutting a pretty lackadaisical promo and talking about his upcoming match tonight where he and Kurt Angle are taking on Raw's Randy Orton and Edge. RVD seems like he smoked a joint right before filming this, which we all know is very much a possibility. Legend.
Smoke weed every day.
Let's see what we're getting next. Oh no, please. It's the Big Show again.
You're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it.
I suppose I should get used to this if I'm going to be watching this era of ECW. Big Show is confronted in the ring by Tommy Dreamer. This has come about from last week's Battle Royal when Show pressed Dreamer through a table on the outside. Dreamer gets on the mic and tells Big Show that in the Battle Royal, he was dominant, and he got his very first taste of what it's like to be hardcore. But if you want to feel the heart and passion of ECW, then you got to go through me. Tommy then slaps Paul White straight in the gob. Big Show proceeds to beat the absolute piss out of Dreamer around the ring for a bit. Then he hits him with a cool submission chokeslam on a knee variation. Sorry, I literally don't know what else to call it. Show keeps hold of the choke on the canvas for a bit before pulling Dreamer up and absolutely launching him against the ropes. Fair play. Big Show looks like someone not to be fucked with. This segment was good and I'm interested to see how this rivalry progresses over the following weeks. No doubt Dreamer will be back with weapons to take the big man out at some point. Kevin Thorn is hanging out beneath the venue's billboard again this week. Hanging out beneath billboards must be a vampire thing.
Me? Just hanging around.
Time for some in-ring action. Some generic Mexican music starts to play and out comes Nacho Libre?
Nacho!
Oh, come on, for fuck's sake. The zombie last week and now Macho Libre. We all know where this is going. Macho gets on the mic and proceeds to do a Randy Savage impression with sporadic bits of Mexican sprinkled in. To be honest, it actually gave me a bit of a giggle and a laugh. I don't know who played Macho, but they did a great job at the comedy aspect of it. So I gave the booking team a hard time about the zombie in the previous episode. It came across as if they were actually being serious about the zombie character. Now I can see this is just going to be an ongoing joke with someone getting their ass kicked by Sandman. Enter Sandman. He makes his way to the ring. Macho Libre starts talking on the mic again when Sandman hits him with a kendo stick in the head. Then he chugs a beer that he got from his pocket. And lastly, hits the kendo Russian leg sweep for the victory. Once again, the Sandman beating someone up is fine, but how many weeks is this silly segment going to go on before this gets old real quick? I'll give them this one though, Macho Libre did make me laugh. It was quite clearly a piss take, whereas a zombie didn't feel like that. Paul Heyman is talking to a referee backstage when another one comes along and informs him that John Cena is here in the parking lot. He tells them both to get everyone together, it's time for action. We cut back after the break to Heyman and some of the ECW boys huddling up and going over the game plan. A door then closes in the background and the boys look around. Phew! There's no one there. Must have just been the wind. Cena stands at the door menacingly. He then walks over and says to Heyman that Sunday at Vengeance he should bring everyone he's got. Cena proposes an extreme lumberjack match. Sabu accepts on Heyman's behalf. The ring announcer says that it's now time for Kelly's expose. The camera pans over to the ECW stripper stage with Kelly ready to take it all off. Kelly does a nice sexy stripper dance routine around a chair. She then takes off her belt and whips her own ass with it. More clothes start to come off, and before long the bra is off and the puppies are out, only covered by Kelly's hands.
Slow down, baby.
Before things can go any further, some Damien Sandow looking motherfucker comes out and covers Kelly with a towel and ruins it for everyone. He then leads her backstage. Before our main event, we get a short video package teasing the return of Test to WWE programming on the ECW brand. Main event time. Edge and Lita make their way out first. Edge cuts a quick promo about his thoughts on the ECW brand and its fan base. According to him, they suck. It's a solid tag team match between 4 fantastic wrestlers. The first half of the match is Edge and Randy wearing down RVD with the occasional help from Lita now and then. Kurt eventually gets the tag and proceeds to hit Orton with a trifecta of suplexes and goes beast mode on him and Edge. Eventually Edge and Orton gain control over the match again. Kurt is now desperate to tag in RVD. Eventually he gets the tag and Van Dam proceeds to take out Edge and Randy and then goes to get a chair from the timekeeper's area. Before RVD can use the chair on Edge in the ring, Orton grabs him on the apron, but RVD smashes the chair on his back. Edge knocks RVD off the apron, which allows Kurt to lock in the ankle lock. Lita tries to hit him with the ECW title, but Kurt ducks and hits her with an angle slam. Randy then hits an RKO on Kurt before being taken out by RVD from the top rope with a kick. Later, Edge goes to hit RVD with a spear, but Van Dam has the ECW title in his hands and hits it straight in Edge's face. He then hits a 5-star frog splash and it's all over. The ECW boys have won. That was actually a really fun and decent episode. A vast improvement from the first episode. It certainly wasn't perfect, but what is in life? Apart from me. I'll give the second episode of ECW a fair 3.5 out of 5 stars. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more great content. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.